You know when someone shouldn't beat you, but they do? You can't respect that. You just can't respect it. I'd rather be a people's champ than another champ. And people seeing it for themselves.
Hi guys, welcome back with the complete lineup result of one of the best and also most controversial European shows, Europa Pro 2023. There were 23 contestants in the lineup, so let's dive into it. Surely Xioomiyan from Mexico has stepped on stage out of love for bodybuilding, but he needs more time, at least couple of weeks, to get ready for this stage. We saw Robert Pakhnik in Masters Olympia with 11th place. This time he has brought a fuller look, but in a very deep lineup of Europa Pro. 45 years old Robert could not crack top 15, but he seems very enthusiastic to compete in bodybuilding shows, which is admirable. Kamal Topalolo from Cyprus has made a pro debut. He needs more size, but he has very impressive back details. From Spain, Antonio Valero has some incredible teardrops and his shape is impressive as well. Khalid Al Kazim from Kuwait does not have the best structure, plus he needs more improvements on his back, but he has sheer amount of mass, especially he has huge arms and delts, and he was in decent conditioning. He was out of top 15 as well. Andrea Balzoni from Italy dropped down from top 15 in his second show of the season. He was at 14th place last weekend. Ali Jalil Nasir Al-Zarqani from Iraq has again presented a very decent physique. His upper half is very imposing. I think he needs more size and definition on his legs. Russian bodybuilder Artem Pakhnik in Italy Pro, he was at 11th place, but this time he was not awarded with any place. He has very aesthetic physique, beautiful shape, classic lines, small waist and very fresh look. Yes, he needs more size, but in my opinion he could be at least in the top 15. So Mark Joyce from United Kingdom has made his pro debut with 15th place. He was very vascular and brought very impressive conditioning for his first pro show. Dennis Reinhold has brought bigger and fuller package this time with similar conditioning. He has very dense physique, he has big wide shoulders and huge legs with deep muscle separation. He has some shortcomings like his arms need size and his abs need to be deeper, more prominent, but he has great potential in men's open division. Mike Jesla has managed to beat again Dennis Reinhold and arrived at 13th place. He had one of the biggest legs on stage. His legs are just incredible, but he needs wider lats, more size on his back. Jonathan Padilla Gonzalez from Mexico has finished taking 12th place. Size wise he was very impressive, his front was very strong, but his back was not as impressive as his front, plus his midsection was not under control. He could be penalized for not having a flat stomach, but presumably judges were very impressed by his sheer amount of mass. Simone Bassanelli has arrived at 11th place in his second pro show. He has massive legs development, although there is a prominent size difference in his legs and his biceps look little bit suspicious. Possibly it can be genetics, but he has huge potential and overall he looks impressive. With improved back and more conditioning, he is going to be very dangerous. I don't see any major improvements in his physique compared to his last weekend performance. He has brought very similar package to his last show Italy Pro, but this time judges had him higher than Mike Jesla, Dennis Reinhold and Artem Pakhnik, which is confusing. The Chinese mass monster Xioomiyan had to drop down from 4th place to 10th place this time. He was slightly off in Spain Europa Pro, his abs were not as sharp as it should have been and judges were not so much impressed by his look this time. Hopefully he improves his conditioning in his next show to move up in the contest. Dorian Haywood came all the way from USA and arrived at 9th place. He does not have well-defined V-taper, but he presented his physique differently this time, which did hide his wide waist a little bit. And he was definitely improved this time compared to his last year performance. He looks more streamlined, so hopefully he keeps working on his conditioning and brings a sharper look next time. Yanturik from Czech Republic has managed to take again 8th place. He's very impressive in front shots, great shape and conditioning, even in back shots as well. But his glutes and hamstring were not as sharp as the rest of his physique, but overall he has a great package. Coach George Fair athlete Volodymyr Biruk from Ukraine has taken 7th place. He's former IFBB Elite Pro, and I think this is his first pro show in the IFBB Pro League since he turned pro. And he has presented a phenomenal physique on Spain Europa Pro stage. He has great shape, very dense physique, and his legs are very impressive with deep muscle separation. Spanish rising star Pablo has incredibly massive shoulders, tricep and legs. He's very strong in front lat spread and in side shots. He looks just cartoonish in most muscular shot. His conditioning was spot on from front, but when he turns around, he's not as impressive as he's in front shots. He needs to bring up his back, plus he needs more details in hamstrings and glutes area, but overall it was great presentation from Pablo. Roman Fitz has been dropped down to the 5th place this time. I had him no lower than 3rd place as he was one of the most shredded contestants on stage. Size-wise, he's not really small anymore. Yes, he needs to bring up his arms and back, but he has very mature physique, and despite having undergone 2 hip surgeries, his legs are the most striking feature of his physique. The winner of last year Europa Pro Theo Lageri has moved up to the 4th place this time. Last weekend in Italy Flex Pro, he was at 6th place. He's very balanced and he has very symmetrical physique, and his conditioning is always on point. Judges preferred his physique this time more than Roman, and in a very tough lineup, I think it's a great result for Theo. Tim Budesheim was bigger, fuller and more shredded this time, which led him finishing at 3rd place. His tan was not dark enough, otherwise he could showcase more details in his physique. His structure does not help him much. He does not have the best arms proportions, but he has humongous shoulders, legs and thick back, and I'm very happy for him. He has been competing for so many years and he deserves a better recognition in the bodybuilding. Nathan the Usher brought similar conditioning to his last show, but he was much fuller this time. He had to settle for 2nd place in Spain Europa Pro. Undeniably, vast majority of bodybuilding experts and fans had Nathan winning the show, as he was much sharper and drier, and he was much superior in muscle maturity and muscle separation. Regan was winning in back shots as he has wider clavicles, better back development, especially his lower lats, and undeniably he is much stronger in hamstrings area, where Nathan is narrow from back and has long torso. Arguably, Regan Grimes was slightly improved in conditioning department compared to his Italy Flex Weekend Pro performance, where he was very flat, but this time he was definitely fuller and his tan was better. And I think that was enough for judges to give him the 1st place. So huge congratulations to Regan and his coach Milo Sarcev for finally qualifying to 2023 Mr. Olympia. And surely Olympia is going to be more exciting after having him in the lineup. I personally wanted Regan winning the show so he could qualify for the Olympia, but I honestly think Nathan the Usher deserved to win Europa Pro Show as he was most complete bodybuilder on stage. Nathan believes he has been robbed and he deserved the victory. He recently shared his thoughts that he's not going to stop. He will be competing in France as well to get his 11th pro win.
By now everyone's seen the results. Everyone's seen me face. You know when someone shouldn't beat you, but they do, you can't respect that. You just can't respect it. And it is what it is. I'm not going to moan about it, moan about the judges, but it is what it is. Did he deserve to win? He's my teammate, he's a good lad. But in my eyes, no. He just never. It was, it was fucking out there. It was fucking night and day like last week. You got 10% better than last week. I was 20% better than last week. It was night and day in my eyes. We're going to crash build salt, we come back again for France. And you can knock me down, but I keep getting back up, I keep coming at you. We're getting our 11th. Congratulations to Regan for getting the win. That's how people win, but we just keep on going. And have a load of these fucking Instagram bodybuilder followers, not about the sport, saying, oh, you were this, you were that. Listen, mate, if you were there, you would have seen the difference. It was night and day. night and bloody day. But you know, you be the judges and the day. You guys, I'd rather be a people's champ than another champ, and people seeing it for themselves. See you in a bit.
So that's all guys, thanks for watching and stay tuned for more updates.